Coach, how are you?
Oh, man, life is good.
Yeah.
Life is good, yes.
It's always good after 53-0, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Can't complain. So, overall, I'm sure you got to be pretty happy with the way the guys played, but I'm sure there's probably some tape teaching moments in there for you as well.
Absolutely there was. Our guys came out, and I was worried because there's a lot of stuff going on around outside of the game, and I was concerned about that, making sure our kids were focused. And I think Kyle, for the first time I actually seen Kyle, he was pretty nervous, because he really did not want to let the community down. And it was pretty awesome. They all got together, and everyone there, Kyle, just don't worry about it. We got your back, and it just like right then it just changed the whole the whole atmosphere just changed, and I knew we were going to be just fine. And our kids came out, and they played tough. They played tough offensively and defensively. Kind of got word on that onside. We knew it was coming, and poor Bubba, he just missed the ball, but that's okay. I thought all aspects of our game, we looked really, really solid.
Talk about the defense. I mean, the defense, they gave up the one long run, and then
that was it.
Yeah,
defense looked pretty good. I was pretty proud of our defense, how hard they played, and I thought the coaches had a great game plan, and I was really proud of them. Yeah.
I thought penetration. It seemed like
Yep.
Valencia had no time to do anything the entire game.
No, we that was a big thing. We had to come off of our scrimmage. If you remember our scrimmage, we were pretty disappointed with the way our kids were firing off the ball defensively, and that was something we addressed for 2.5 or 2 weeks. After our Roswell scrimmage, and because we were not happy about that, and that was something that I made sure that was a priority, and so did our defensive staff, and that wasn't a problem. No, it wasn't a problem at all. Our kids were firing off the ball, blowing people up, and we always tell our defense, on runs we're hitting everybody, on pass we're hitting gaps, and I was really proud of them.
Both lines I thought played well. Clearly, the offensive line had a great game for you guys.
Right.
Just for the room that Hunter had to
Oh,
go
man.
through.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Hunter in a second, but talk about your offensive line.
Yeah,
I know you love when those guys play well.
Man, the offensive line played unbelievable. We had one of our first-time starters in that game. Well, actually, we had 3, I guess, got first-time start in the varsity game, 2 receivers and Aaron Cabral. And they played unbelievable. It freed up Bubba just to go defense. And, of course, Bubba's going to keep knowing his job on offense just in case I ever need him. But right now, our O-line, first play, we worked it a lot all week, how we were going to run that play against that defense. And we came out, and I was going to go deep right away on them. And when we seen what they were lined up in, that was we had 2 calls, and that was the call we called. And it was gone for the first play, and Hunter hit the hole exactly how we wanted him, and the line blocked it. Dewey cleaned up the linebacker. It was just a beautiful play for us to start off the game.
You mentioned that before the season you thought Hunter was going to be looked as one of the best running backs.
He's special
in the state, and he had easily one of the best performances in the state last week.
I say that I say that a lot, and I think people hear me say a lot about how special our players are, and but when I say Hunter's a special young man, he is. That kid is a baller. I would take him if I coached at the college level. There's no question in my mind. I would take him in a heartbeat, because you know what you're gonna get with Hunter. He's a hard worker. He's dedicated. He does everything to be successful, and every day in practice he works to try to better himself in his position. And it takes a special player to do that. Because heck, he can have his way in practice too, but he works every day to get better, and he wants to be the best. And that when you have players, young men, I gotta quit saying kids, my wife gets on me about that, but when you have these young men, and when they strive to be the best they can be, well, it's good. And Hunter's one of those kids. He's amazing.
Yeah, special. I think I had the most fun watching Alex play in that game.
He did.
Moves were just unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a good chance to get Alex in the game, because he backs up, and so does Isaiah. Isaiah's also our backup quarterback too. Either one, they're both 2 peas in a pod there, and it does bring a whole nother flair to our offense. I know Kyle can run. I just want to make sure that's the people he can run. I don't let him run. but he
took
can
a
run.
Pretty big shot. There
Yeah, he did earlier. I didn't even see that too. And then on film, the kids were laughing because he turned around and their big boy just buckled him right there. And that's why I don't let him run a lot. I don't. I try to keep him down. But I tell you what, if the game's on the line, I don't not a bit. He ran for that one touchdown, and he should have ran 3 plays prior. And he's looking at me, and I'm like, go ahead. And he pulled it, and he scored because he wanted to pull it the first 2, And anyway, he did a good job reading. And but Alex Ramirez is he's a pretty special young man. And it was
out there,
after oh man, he's just so, and that kid's quicker, and man, he is quick. And with Alex going in, it was fun on the sideline. They kind of 2 plays in a row. They kind of got late shots on Kyle, and we're already up. I mean, I don't even remember what the score was, but we're up quite a bit, and the game was pretty much done already. And I think it was maybe a minute, 2 in the second quarter. And I looked over at Kyle. I said, "You're done." After that one last little late kind of shot there, I was like, "That's all I need." Remind me of that movie Friday Night Lights. Let him get hurt right now on something he doesn't need to be in. And I was going to run the ball anyway, so I wanted to quit throwing. And so Alex is right next to me. I'm ready, Coach. I was like, all right, let's go, Alex. So Alex he was excited. Boy, he grabbed the football, started throwing like if he was going to throw anyway. He's going to run. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
It was. Carlton had a nice touchdown catch for you
as well.
And nice to see him get that first game of the season.
Yeah, start getting his confidence up. That kid's confidence grows every day. Yesterday, it grew yesterday in practice. Carlton is his potential is off the charts. I mean, that kid he's unbelievable as an athlete. He's probably one of the most athletic kids in our school. I mean, what he can do if he keeps getting better like he is right now, I'm excited to see what happens to him by the time we hit districts.
I don't know how much you can tell me about this. Nathaniel's injury, does that look something serious?
No,
he'll be okay.
No, Nathaniel will be okay. Silva, a second, I got it.
Oh no, it's okay. Go ahead.
Nathaniel Silva, he's I'm not letting him practice today, but we're gonna have our I think our doctor will be in today and look at him, but I think he's gonna be okay. He does his he twisted his knee, but his knee's tight. There's no ligaments or anything in it. I think he's gonna be sore. He took a pretty good shot right there, and he'll be sore in that knee. But he's a tough kid. I'm not worried about Nathaniel. As long as nothing's torn, it's going to be hard to keep him off the field. And we had him, and we also had Carlos Hicks too. His ankle, but he's fine right now. Matter of fact, he'll be probably practicing today.
Okay, good. Well, that was one thing as that game progressed. I'm sure that was your biggest concern talking about taking Kyle out. Was you guys are going to win this game? You did not want to.
Well, that's the next thing too. Coach. Oh man, McComb felt terrible, and he's all, Coach, I had every starter out except one. And look at what happened with Silva. And I'm like, yeah, it happens. I say, Coach, it's just, you can't. But our depth was, we're pretty low at the backer spot. That's not a place we have a lot of depth. But we're okay because we did gain some kids that made their, they've gotten their practices in now. Now they're able to play that couldn't play the first game. And so now we got some kids that are ready to play. So we'll be okay now. That helped us out a lot on the depth part of it, at least in that position. So we'll be all right now.
How cool was everything around? I know you probably couldn't focus too much on what was going on around the game. But
unbelievable.
All the other stuff was pretty cool.
I tried to watch as much on video as I could. Unbelievable. What a great day for our community. I mean, it makes you so proud to be part of Alamogordo. It is. It was amazing, the amount of people there for the first game. Yeah. It just everything. I was glad it went through the half, because man, our concessions for our football program did unbelievable. It was great, and it just I grabbed Isaiah, I grabbed Silva, and I remember sitting there with Isaiah, and I grabbed Isaiah and I said, man, just look around, look at the whole amazing hit, because and just look at the stands, both sides. It's just all the people there cheering on the Tigers, and Isaiah's like, man, Coach, who would have thought this 3 years ago, huh? And I was like, yeah, exactly. And that's what those kids, that's what all that hard work pays off right there. And just an amazing day, with the school board, everyone there, our superintendent, to Mr. Perry, to Vance, to everyone involved. It was just amazing day. Amazing.
I think my favorite story from the night was Mr. Perry and the Alamogordo High School principal were there taking down the black and gold flags at the end of the night and putting them back up in the press box. I mean, they were the two of them that were doing that for the game. So it shows the commitment that everybody has in all this.
Yeah. Oh, man, I don't think – Mr. Perry works his tail off, and if people don't think he doesn't, they got nothing coming. That man does a lot, and he just looks. If if I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done. I got to get it done, and he'll do whatever it takes to get it done. You have people come in and apply for jobs or so on, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, we want to, get the pride back in our community and stuff." And it's like, there you're looking at, well, why are you saying we don't have pride now? But but his whole thing was to put it back to what it used to be back when he was around, back in the 80s when he was here for that short time and stuff. And it's amazing what he's done. I mean, and just it is. I feel so proud to be an Alamogordo Tiger, and God willing, I could finish my career as an Alamogordo Tiger. So
I'll say the attendance at everything: boys soccer, girls soccer, volleyball. What I've gone
volleyball
to,
too is packed. Yeah, the soccers have been packed. They took a hard one yesterday, but they've been competing. They've been playing hard. I don't know. I'm really proud of our soccer team. Our girls volleyball team. I know they lost to Mayfield that game here. It was packed house, but they improved every game. I was so proud of them. How hard they fought. The first game they lost a little bit, kind of a lopsided score, and then the next game they improved, and then the next game they almost got it, And I just if we face them later on in the season, I'd like to see what happens. If our girls keep improving like that, it's exciting to see them play. Hopefully we'll see what cross country does too. It's great to be an Alamogordo Tiger, and it really does. In our community, this is something that was flattering to me as a head coach here. They asked me, Coach, you had a big game on Friday. And I'm like, yeah, I went to Calichi's. And they said, Coach, that was the busiest Friday night we've had and that girl since I've been here. She said, we were just swamped with business. We went with to Buff afterward. Same thing. It took us forever to get in and get a seat. And we looked at Applebee's, Chili's, all of them, just busy. I don't know. It's just it's nice. And I tell my players all the time, if they don't realize the impact they have in our community, and man, they're blind, because we do have a huge impact in our community, and it's nice to see our community has that that love for our players too.
Yeah, my favorite part definitely Friday night. Obviously, other than Tigers winning the game, and this may be my favorite part was the swearing-in ceremony at halftime. I don't know if you got to see any of that on tape, but
we snuck out. We did. We snuck out because we obviously that was the easy halftime. I went in and told the kids, I said, "Okay, guys, what's working, what's not working?" And they all laughed at me, So we go outside the weight room there, and we kind of peeked over the fence right there and kind of watched that stuff because. I don't know. It was awesome having the military there. It is, and I want to thank all of them.
Were getting sworn in.
Oh man, what a great night. If people missed it, I feel so bad for you because what a special night that was.
All right, so now we head on the road, go to a Los Lunas team that improved from last year, would you say?
Pretty good. Pretty darn good. They, I know they lost to Farmington, but that game could have went either way. It won at the last minute, and they had a chance to intercept the ball in the end zone, and the ball popped up, and the kid just missed it. They're a much improved team from last year. Their running back is scary fast. That kid can fly. Holy moly! If he gets a hole or gets on the edge, he is gone. And our defense knows that, and we're trying to prepare to make sure that doesn't happen. They got a great quarterback. And their defense, now that Mr. Harmill's in his second year over there, they've kind of understand what he's trying to accomplish there. I think everyone here in Alamo knows what they did defensively here. He hasn't, he's doing the same thing there. And this is their second year under his belt with him over there. And so a lot of those players are returning, and you can see the maturity defensively on them. I don't know. I could tell you, I feel our team is really excited about playing Los Lunas. And obviously a lot of our kids know Mr. Jaramillo, so that's one thing too. They're really excited about going down there and playing Los Lunas. So,
defensively for you guys, it's going to be a switch up. Obviously, this isn't going to be an option team. It'll be more of a spread option team this time.
Yeah,
right?
they actually run the option. They do. They do run the option. Yeah, we've been working the option pretty hard. So they run the option. We don't make sure we're prepared for that, and they do. They run the option, and they do it well. They run an option out of a gun. They're a 4-yard gun team and like a pistol, and yeah, they run it.
Yeah. So center's more around the running back in terms of what he's going to be able to do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that running back's he's there. Yeah.
But you guys feel that offensively, again, and we talked about this before the beginning of the season, if you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing, you should be able to put some points up on the scoreboard on Friday night.
I think right now our offense, Yeah, they're excited. They're really excited about playing football. Last week they were so sad. Kyle, he gets a whole quarter in a couple minutes, and not even then because it was all short fields and stuff. And I think Julian got caught 2 balls. It's just one of those things. But I don't know what I liked about it. None of the kids. It was no big deal to the kids. It's just as long as we win, that's all they cared about. And hopefully this game will perform. I don't want to punt. I don't want to punt, and I want to go through. Man, I want to see how many games we can go without punting that ball. And our offense, they keep that chip on their shoulder too. They do not. They're the same way, same focus. And we had a great practice yesterday. It was a great practice. I was really excited about how hard we practiced. I thought our old line worked their tails off yesterday. They looked good. We worked them hard in the weight room. I killed them in the weight room yesterday. I killed them today in the weight room. Hopefully they'll be recovered by Friday. We'll find out. We went after them a little bit, but it's just been a great couple days.
I think you see that again. I think the way the offensive and defensive lines have been playing, you see where the weight room comes in with those guys.
Oh, man.
And how much of a difference that has been.
We're going on the whistle today, and I look across there, and our whole row was repping, and we're repping. I mean, we're pounding weights, 10 reps, 15 reps, not 15, but 10 reps and so on, and almost entire row was over 225 just repping. 3 years ago, that's not going to happen. It was no way. I mean, that would have been my max, and the strength is amazing. And then we're doing our legs the same way. We're our squats. Our goal was to get our entire varsity offense being able to do 4 sets of 315 on the squats. And heck, that was max a long time ago. And right now, I mean, we have little people like Silva, for instance. I mean, 315 repping it, man, getting 10 reps on that. Yeah, it's definitely shows. That's for sure.
Yeah. Now, as I say, the way it's one of those things that we see the product out there on Friday nights, but that's probably where it starts more than anything else. Is the guys putting in the work there in the weight room. So.
It is, and it shows. Anyone that goes and watches the games from then and now, it's nice not getting to be the one pushed around. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Well, we'll see you on Friday night, and we look to see how Tigers. Who's the best Tigers out there?
That's it. Yeah, they're Tigers too. Hey, thank you.